Hello, everybody. This is Dee from Dee's Cute and Crafty, and I am back with another Valentine's Decor Day video for you. I have three pieces that I want to show you. This is my last Valentine's Decor video before Valentine's Day actually gets here because I need to jump into spring and Easter. As I said before in one of my videos, Easter will be coming a little bit sooner this year, so I need to get going. So let's do this. We are going to start off with some beads that I pulled from my stash. This white and red heart ribbon from Dollar Tree, the wood hearts from Dollar Tree, one of the wooden arrows from Dollar Tree, my apple barrel matte white paint from Walmart, some wood glue from Dollar Tree, and my Dixie Belle Barn red paint. This is super simple. All three of these are, I love giving you guys really easy DIYs to do, things that you can create from what you may have in your stash. I love giving you things that are made with cardboard. So this is really, really cute and easy. Just going to start off by painting my arrow in the matte white paint. And you can paint it whatever color you choose. You could go with red or pink or pastels if that's your thing. But I just like the white, so we're going to do that because I like a little farmhouse distressing, and that looks really good on white paint. So we're going to do that with this. I'm going in with my Dixie Belle Barn Red, perfect color for this, and I'm going to paint my heart, and we're going to distress that as well, just a little bit. And now that that's done and dried, I am going to distress it using my Gator sander. And I get this little Gator finger sander or hand sander from Walmart. I'm also going to distress the heart just a little bit around the edges. Oh, actually, I distressed the whole thing, but I did more around the edges when you see it in the reveal. It's just my thing. If you guys don't like it, don't do it. This is just inspiration, but I love anything old, weathered, and farmhouse. If you've been with me long enough, you know that about me. That being said, welcome, welcome, welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for choosing D's Cute and Crafty. And to all my ride or dies, you've been with me since the beginning of my journey. Thank you so much for always coming back. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. So I just added a little dab of glue to the end of my twine, and I'm going in with my red and white beads, and I'm just alternating the color for my hanger. Sometimes if you just put on a beaded hanger on a DIY that's really simple, the beaded hanger elevates it just a little bit. So that's why we're doing it. I'm just going to use my arrow stapler that I picked up from Lowe's for under $20 and staple this jute cord back down. I love this little stapler because it's very easy to use. You don't have to use a lot of force to get your staples down. It's very ergonomically designed for small hands or for people that may have neuropathy or arthritis or something like that. It works really well for that because, again, you don't have to use a lot of force to staple things. Now I'm going to take my ribbon from Dollar Tree and just do a small shoestring bow and attach it to the top of the heart right where that hole is at. Going to add a little bit of wood glue and hot glue for that short-term, long-term hold to get this heart placed on the arrow. You guys, this one is complete. She's ready to be displayed. Easy and cute in any decor. Is it my favorite of the three? Nope, it is not. If you want to know which one is my favorite, you're going to have to keep watching. But as always, I need you to comment down below. Let me know which one is your favorite of the three that I'm bringing to you today. Moving on to DIY number 2, I've got some ribbon from the Dollar Tree. You can use your ribbon of choice, but I really love this pink ribbon. I have one of the heart-shaped wreath forms, and I have some roses from Dollar Tree, a darker pink and a lighter pink, and those little Dollar Tree heart picks that they came out with this season. They came out with red and pink. I'll be using the pink ones. And this one's simple as well. We're just going to wrap this heart-shaped wreath form with the ribbon. This satiny chevron pink ribbon is so pretty to me. And yes, this is my favorite of the 3 that I'm bringing you today. And I'm just wrapping this where I'm just barely touching the next line or the next seam or end of the ribbon, because I want to make sure I have enough to go around. So you don't want to overlap it a lot. You want to overlap it enough that you can't see the wreath form, but you don't want to overlap it like by half or anything like that, or else you're going to run out. And I was really just using what I had. I had one full I guess, bolt of ribbon, and then I had a half of one. So I got it all wrapped up, and then I made a little bundle of roses. I just took some of the pink ones, the dark and the light, and I made a bundle like I like to do. I tucked in those little pink picks, those little skewer sticks. I tucked those down in there, and I tied it off with some jute cord. I left myself enough of jute cord that I could then tie it onto the heart. I don't really want to use a lot of glue if I can avoid it, so I just tied it on. And now I took a little bit of glue and I put it on the back of one of those leaves to cover up the knot from the jute cord. So you did see me use a little bit of glue for that. I am going to go back in and cut off that floral stem, that wire from the picks, because I don't want all that hanging down. I am going to make a messy bow to tuck underneath those flowers. I'll put a jute cord hanger on the back, and this one is gorgeous and ready to be displayed. So you just see me cutting 2 pieces of each color of ribbon, actually 3 or 4. I don't know. You guys, however many you want to cut, that's what you'll cut to make your messy bow full. So at least 3 or 4 of each color, and I have 3 different ribbons. I've got the light pink with the heart cutouts, and I have the medium colored pink with the heart cutouts, and then I have some of the Farmhouse lace. And I'm going to use a piece of that Farmhouse lace to tie off this messy bow. Just going to spread everything out. And here I'm going back in and I'm cutting off the extra stem on those flowers. Just going to use a little bit of hot glue to attach this messy bow. And she's ready. Simple and cute. I love it. Hands down my favorite of the 3. I don't know. It's just really pleasing to my eye. It really is. The satin ribbon, the shimmer on there from that ribbon, the 2 different colors of the pink roses with the little hot glue that they have on there that makes it look like they're kind of dewy or wet. I love that. That's so cute. Moving on to DIY number 3 and the last one of this DIY, I have some cardboard hearts that I already cut out. I have some jute cord, some of the metal ribbon. I will be using my antique wax and my chiffon cream by Rust-Oleum. I have some more of that Farmhouse ribbon and one of the Dollar Tree mason jar signs, and I've already covered the back that had all the glitter on it, which actually was the front. I covered it with some craft paper. And now I'm going to go in with that chiffon cream paint by Rust-Oleum and give this a rough coat because again, I want it to look distressed, old, and weathered. Now I'm going in with my Waverly Antique Wax and I'm going to dry brush some of that on, focusing more on the edges just to make it look old. And this one is a neutral Valentine DIY. So my first one was Farmhouse, my second one was traditional, and this one is very, very neutral, but so cute. Doing a little bit of cleanup. And now I'm going to take my cardboard hearts, did a little bit of hand lettering. I wrote in pencil first, Be My Valentine. Then I'll go back in with a very thin Sharpie marker and darken everything up so we can read it. And here you see me going over it with the Sharpie. And now that that's done, I'm going to take my metal ribbon from Dollar Tree and just measure out what I need to make the lid on the mason jar. This can be easily cut with scissors, but I highly suggest that if you're going to be cutting wire or metal with your scissors, it's a pair of old scissors that you don't care about and you use them, mark them either with a Sharpie or something like that so that you know those are your metal cutting scissors. Because after you use them on metal, it dulls your scissors. They're not really good for anything else as far as fabric or paper. So I cut two pieces of that metal ribbon. And because metal, hot glue, it does not play nice together, I'm just going to staple these metal pieces on. And I'm looking, trying to staple in between the holes of this metal ribbon. Since it's like a filigree kind of look, if you line up your stapler just right, you can staple between the holes and staple this ribbon onto the MDF. So I put a piece of a tumbling tower block underneath just to kind of hold it up so I can see where that staple was going. It gave me heck, but you guys, I just kept working with it until I got it. And now that that's done, I am going to take my hearts and use some of that lacy country looking ribbon and just go around the hearts. The ribbon was thicker than I needed or wider than I needed it to be. So I just cut it in half. I just cut it down because I just wanted a little bit going around the edges of the hearts just to make them kind of cute and dainty. I didn't want anything overbearing. Now I'm going to take this ribbon. I think this ribbon came from Hobby Lobby. And it's just a neutral colored ribbon with polka dots on it. My glue gun is dying, you guys. It is, oh my gosh, it's a hot mess. The trigger keeps getting stuck. Glue is coming out of places where it should not be, and I'm over it. So I'm going to just get a new one. By the next time you see me do another DIY, I will have another glue gun. This Sure Bonder, I think I've only had this for like a year. So I'm really kind of disappointed because I figured it would have lasted longer than that. So anyway, I'm just getting my hearts hot glued down. I laid down two pieces of that polka dot ribbon so that I could get it as wide as I wanted it to be to then hot glue my hearts down. I'm going to take another piece of that lace farmhouse ribbon from Dollar Tree and I'm just going to hot glue it onto the metal I'm just going to add a dab of hot glue in the back. I'm not actually adding any hot glue on the metal at all. And now that that's done, I'm going to take some more of that polka dot ribbon, a little bit of that farmhouse lace, and I'm going to make my loops and pinch it together, adding that little piece of farmhouse lace in the center, tie it off with a piece of jute cord, and then I'm going to fluff my bow and hot glue it to the top of the mason jar. I'm going to put the jute cording back on the jar that came with it, and this one is done and ready to be displayed. Very neutral, rustic, farmhouse, cute, all of the things, but it's still very cute for Valentine's Day. Here she is. I love this one as well. It's so cute. I love that it's neutral. If you don't decorate with a lot of reds and pinks, then this might be more your style. So give it a try if it is. Simple and easy to do. Here's the final reveal of everything that I've made for you guys today. And I just want to take this time to say thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to do all of the things like, share, comment, subscribe, give it a big fat thumbs up to let YouTube know that you're enjoying my content and they share me out a little bit more. I normally upload twice a week. I've slowed down a little bit to where it's kind of once a week. I'm trying to get back to my twice a week, but I've got a lot on my plate at the moment. So we'll see how that goes. But you guys, just give it a big fat thumbs up. Talk to me in the comments. Help me push my content out so my channel grows. I love and appreciate you so much for that. Thank you. And as always, until I see you in the next one, be blessed, be safe, craft something beautiful. Bye.